Hello race fans and welcome to the 2025 Alt Mega Super Tourist Championship. We're here for the 7-lap V8 Bathurst 1000 with a grid of 16 incredible V8 supercars on the track. We've got mandatory pit stops and 2 drivers for each car at this grueling racetrack. Speaking of which, let's get down to the grid. Todd Hazelwood, Scott McLaughlin, Craig Lowndes, Todd Kelly, Fabian Coulthard and Tony Longhurst are in your top 6 positions. From 7th to 16th, we have Rick Kelly, Scott Pye, Wayne Wakefield, Warren Luff, Stephen Richards, and Jamie Whincup, with some of the co-drivers starting the race with Chaz Mostert, Garth Tander, Shane Bakeoff, and Tony Ordino in your final few positions. We actually have a lot of news surrounding this race and going into the Christmas Classic finale. The Holden ZB Commodore and the Ford Mustang GT will be racing next year, with Cupra set to join them next year. Fabian Coulthard's penalty from Albert Park has been cleared. Max Wilson will return to the series at the final race. And we have a new title sponsor, PMA, for the 2026 Supercars Championship. Now, I think one of the drivers you've got to watch out for is Scott McLaughlin. Starting in 2nd, he will be driving with Will Davison, who is a current driver for Dick Johnson Racing. They're hoping to keep the team up at the front of the grid up until the season's end. The engines are firing up now. 32 drivers, 16 cars, 7 laps, pit stops. What more could you wish for in Bathurst? What a start from Todd Hazelwood, leading into the first turn as Craig Lowndes makes a move on one of the Razor Motorsport VE Commodores, leading into turn 2. Todd Hazelwood. We actually got trouble in the back there. Scott Pye going very slow up Mountain Straight, 3 wide in the back there, going through the S's at a very quick rate of knots there. We've actually got 32 drivers through. Oh, we got a full course yellow, and Scott Pye has lost power at the at Reed Park. The Acura NSX safety car coming out. Now the pit lane is going to get busy with driver changes alike. Full course yellow. The Audi RS6 Avent picks up the number 2 driver, or 27 I should say. And the pit lane is full of drivers. Todd Hazelwood switching for Brodie Kostecki. Todd Kelly switching for Alex Buncombe. Fabian Coulthard switching for Anthony Pasquale. Thomas Mazira switching for Tony Longhurst. Rick Kelly switching for Chris Buncombe. Lockie Bloxham staying out in the number 250 Warren Luff Commodore. Max Wilson coming in for driver spot with Wayne Wakefield. Garth Tander, I think he's going to come in this lap. No, he is not. Aaron Wesley will jump in. He'll replace Jamie Whincup. Tony Ordino switching for Tim Slade. A couple of other drivers staying out. Ryland Gray comes into pit lane, and he'll switch over for Chaz Mostert to the end. And Oakley Motorsport just did a double stack. That is not going to affect. That's going to affect their 35. Scott Pye's back in the pit lane, and we are back under green flag racing conditions. Will Davison and Craig Lowndes are 1-2 at the moment, with Brodie Kostecki in the back there. Alex Buncombe in 4th position in the Raven West in the Razor car. We got trouble at turn 1, and Riley Gray and Max Wilson are involved. And we got more trouble at McPhillamy Park. Alex Buncombe around, right in the path of so many drivers, including Jim Richards, the legend. Now, that was a lot of chaos on the restart there. Scott McLaughlin handing over to Will Davison. Craig Lowndes handing over to Nathan McCain. Brodie Kostecki gets back to the lead. McCain balks Scott McLaughlin in the pit lane. And Anton Di Pasquale running as high as P2 in that Shelby Power Commodore, in that Shelby Power Mustang. Scott McLaughlin gets a little bit slidey there, a little bit taily. Todd Hazelwood, a.k.a. Brodie Kostecki, he's actually leading the race, and Chaz Mostert spun around at turn 2. Fabian Coulthard coming into pit lane. Brodie Kostecki just had a little moment coming onto Mountain Straight. He's wide again at turn 2. Nathan McCain right beside him in the Raven West Commodore. This is insane on the second to last lap of racing. I think we got trouble at... I think Jamie Whincup, he said that he got spun. Yes, he has gotten spun. And Shane Bakeoff, Riley Gray, side by side, and Gray hits Whincup. Chaos on the penultimate lap of the penultimate race of the championship. The last lap of the race now. There's even more contact at turn 1. And Brodie Kostecki forces McCain wide onto the gravel past the Mostert Gray machine. McLaughlin in 2nd. Anthony Pasquale in 4th after the pit stop. Now this is a big moment for Brodie Kostecki. He won the 2024 Bathurst 1000. He won the 2023 Supercars Championship. Will Nathan McCain go for a dive? He will, but he can't get it stopped. Now Todd Hazelwood and Brodie Kostecki deserve the winning lay. They win the Bathurst 1000. Brodie Kostecki, Nathan McCain, Scott McLaughlin, Anthony Pasquale, Tony Longhurst, Chris Buncombe. That is your top 6 positions, followed by Lockie Bloxham, Gartander, Tim Slade, Jim Richards, Todd Kelly, and Max Wilson, followed by Jet Johnson, Aaron Westley, Rylan Gray, and Cam Crick. 2 DNFs in 15th and 16th. That was a massive race. Co-drivers are galore. Teams Championship standings out to race 6, top 6. DJR managed to get closer to Raven West, but Raven West has managed to get further ahead in the Drivers' Championship with a 2nd place compared to a 3rd. Well, I'm out of breath after that one. Going into the Christmas Classic, we've got so many different winners, different winners from each race. Now, the final race is going to be really close. I really hope you can like, subscribe, ring the bell for any more notifications, and I'll see you for the Christmas Classic. And on that wave of a checkered flag, it is time to say so long, bye-bye for now, and we'll see you later.